I read dozens of graphic novels this year, and I have so many favorites.
Do, 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 do.
My absolute favorite graphic novel of 2015 was Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, and it's so hilarious, so complex. It's really hard to make a simple illustration evoke so much emotion and character development. There were twists I didn't see coming, and I would show mine to you, but I spilled my tea on it while writing some fan fiction for it. Sorry. I love it. I will probably buy another copy. Or 5. I also really liked Axe Cop. AXE. I have a really young brother. He's 10. He doesn't really like reading, and so I wanted to find him a graphic novel that would be hilarious. And Axe Cop was recommended to me among some other things. It's so funny, you guys. It's written by, like, depending on what volume you pick up, it's written by like an 8-year-old and illustrated by his 30-something brother. It's ridiculous. It doesn't matter which volume you pick up, it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's a TV show now too, but I recommend Axe Cop. I think my favorite one is Axe Cop Gets Married, Volume 5. I think as far as illustrations go, Delilah Dirk is my favorite. Delilah Dirk and the Turkish Lieutenant. It's by Tony Cliff, I think. That also is a webcomic, but now I think just the first chapter is available online. So if you want to test it before you buy, check it out. But the illustrations are gorgeous. The costume for Delilah is a little weird. Honestly, I would probably totally wear it. She's like this assassin mercenary. If you love bromances or like buddy movies, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, male female actions, but without the romance, which I so appreciate. One thing, if you are a Marvel fan, you may have not read it. It's Marvel 1602 by Neil Gaiman. I really like Neil Gaiman. I usually stay away from his graphic novels because they can be very graphic, but 1602 is the Marvel Universe set in America during the colonial times. And if you know anything about the Marvel Universe, I think you'll get really excited about all of the little reveals and inside jokes that it has. I will warn you, it does not have Wolverine. Some people get really upset about that. I didn't really care because he's not my favorite. He's too angstful. But that's my opinion. I read a bunch of Raina Telgemeier's books, and I loved all of them. I read Sisters, I read Smile. Smile was so good. I was reading it in the hammock last summer, and my whole family, my husband and my boys, piled into the hammock and were looking at the pictures and giggling along with me. It's a great story for all ages, for all genders, and I highly recommend that read. The pictures are beautiful too, and it's just a really sweet story. I have 2 favorite middle grade besides Raina Telgemeier. Dogs of War is what I would recommend for historical. It's like 3 stories about different war times and the dogs that helped out during those war times. Really interesting, and it's about a slice of history that you don't see very often. I also really liked Awkward by Svetlana Chmakova. I'm so sorry. It's a little more manga. I really enjoyed it. It's a middle school story. I actually preferred that one to drama, I think, by Raina Telgemeier. I just really loved all of the little manga things in the background. The science teacher, there's like lightning in the background whenever she talks. Try out Awkward. It's kind of like manga, but it's a standalone and it's just super cute. I can't remember if I read This One Summer in 2015. I highly recommend checking it out. It's just a really beautiful coming of age. It's like a slice of life. Such a beautiful story. All of the beats that it has, how it breaks into the second act and the third act. I could possibly talk about it for a really long time. And I didn't even talk about half of the graphic novels that I liked. But we're just gonna stop there.